Hello and welcome to my podcast. Welcome to I Said What I Said podcast with Napoleon Sylvester, and it's such a beautiful experience to have you people listen to. In fact, I was telling someone the other day, I said everyone who's going to listen to this podcast, especially the ones that has to do with students, is very lucky. I promise you it's very lucky, because during my time, we necessarily did not have people who were talking about this in the way that I am going to talk about it. So if you're listening to any of the things I'm saying, count yourself a very, very lucky person. I promise you. So this is an interesting view, because I have experienced university life. I mean, by the way, the conversation today is the relationship decisions you will regret after leaving the university. So I think I am authorized to speak on this topic, not only because I have seen and gone through the four walls of the university, but also I have coached and counseled hundreds of students, hundreds of couples in the university. So I'm not just I'm not just stating my theoretical preference. I am telling you about analysis, observations, conclusions that I have derived from other people's experience and my experience also. So it's a big discovery that's going to help you. Now, also, I would also mention that this is not going to go well for so many people. Some persons, this is going to destroy the relationship they have already, or the one they intend to have. For some persons, it's going to realign them to the things they're supposed to be looking at. So I'll quickly dive into it. Number one, mistakes. People usually assume that biggest mistake you could come out of is having a very poor CGPA, but that's not always the case. There are other mistakes that lingers more, sometimes even more than the CGPA, and I'm telling you for a fact. So come along with me, let's do this. The first mistake is don't get anyone pregnant and don't get pregnant. I'm going to say that again. Don't get anyone pregnant and don't get pregnant. This isn't about morality. I'm not your pastor. This is about timing. An unplanned pregnancy in university changes everything overnight. It can interrupt academics, create financial pressure, strain families, force rush decision, and leave both people carry responsibilities they are never prepared for. By every means, I'm not going to go into details because I believe I'm talking to adults here. Do not get pregnant and do not get anyone pregnant. By every means, do what is right. Protect yourself. If it gets to that, protect yourself. Do not get anyone pregnant. I know that people still graduate. In fact, some persons, this could be the best thing that happened to them, but that might not be you. Exceptions are not always the rule. Others will recover academically or emotionally. Yes, some people do that. But no relationship is worth gambling your future for. That's all I'm going to say. The second mistake people make is your relationship should improve your CGPA, not reduce it. I'm going to say that again. Your relationship should improve your CGPA, not reduce it. I remember I used to have a girlfriend in school, then probably my 300 level. One of the things I used to do to this girl is, whenever I know she has an exam or a test coming up, I invite her over to my place. Because I am that strict, because I am that disciplined, because I'm that ambitious, I stay with her. I make sure she reads. We discuss the things she read. We analyze it. I ask her questions about it. A healthy relationship should make you more disciplined, not less. You should have someone reminding you about tests, encouraging you to read, celebrating your result, and understanding when you need to study. If your relationship constantly makes you miss lectures, skip reading, fail courses, or spend every evening arguing instead of preparing for exam, it's no longer adding value. Leave. If your grades start dropping the same semester your relationship started, ask yourself the difficult question. Some of you you've turned a blind eye to things like this. You now accommodate it, you now tolerate it. Your CGPA is going down, but your relationship is more active. Your relationship is more active than your CGPA. The third mistake people make I'm going to tell you to stay away from relationship that colonizes you. Stay away from relationship that colonizes you. A relationship that colonizes you. That's what I'm trying to say. Anybody who... Okay, let me make this very simple. Some partners don't just want your love. They want your entire life. Some boyfriends and girlfriends, they don't want you attending departmental dinners. They don't like you contesting for leadership position. They discourage Anytime you say you want to participate in sports, social events, networking opportunities, student politics, even content creation, or even spending time with your friends, they don't allow it. They disapprove of it. Listen, do not find yourself. You're going to regret it. Slowly, yes, eventually you're going to start seeing reasons. You would eventually hate yourself for allowing that person or whoever it is do that to you. Your university experience becomes smaller because your world revolves around one person. At the end of the day, you graduated 5 years, 4 years. You don't know much. When people begin to recollect experiences in school, you don't have so much of them because, you spent your time moving from your boyfriend's house to your house to class to your boyfriend's house to class. That's basically all you did in school. It's shameful if you ask me. Love should never become a prison, especially when you are that young. The right partner gives you the confidence to grow, not permission to exist. You're not always asking them permission. You're even going to point out direction and say, look, someone is hosting this, you should go. Someone is doing this, you should join them. The fourth and the final mistake you should be aware of so you don't regret them after school. If you're still here at this moment, I would really like you to subscribe and like and leave a comment on this channel because it is going to help this podcast and it is also going to help this channel. So the fourth and the final mistake is don't finance a relationship you can't afford. Don't finance a relationship you can afford. This is where a lot of people feel. Some persons might not get pregnant. They might not allow someone colonize their life because they're naturally alpha. They're hereditary alphas. Some people might not allow anything affect their their CGPA. But some persons, you know, most of the students who are living on allowances, support from family or income from small businesses they are doing on WhatsApp. Yet some people go into debt trying to impress someone. This is the things you are dealing with, and then you think it's your responsibility to impress someone. You're borrowing money for dates, using school fees to buy gifts, feeling pressure to fund lifestyle they simply cannot afford. You just want to do something because other people are doing it. A relationship should never make you financially irresponsible. If you have to pretend to be richer than you are just to keep someone, you're paying for acceptance, not building love. That should never. I'll say it again. If you have to pretend to be richer, if you have to pretend to be richer than you are, just so you can keep a girl or so you can keep a guy, this is particularly for guys, you are paying for acceptance. Brother man, you should not be paying for acceptance. You should be building love. University is temporary. But I'm going to leave you with this. But the consequences of the relationship decisions you make, the consequences of the relationship you make there in the university can follow you a long time after you've collected your certificate. So be careful. I don't want to make this a long podcast, so I'm going to close with this. That is all I'm going to close with. I have so many other podcasts coming up regarding to student life in the university and campus, and it would be so nice if you stick around to check out more of them. But at the meantime, just like I promised, this will be the end of today's podcast. Reflect on the things I've said. If you have questions, please go ahead and ask me. Share this video with your friend. Share this podcast with your friend. Anybody who needs to listen to this and find help and inspiration to live a better life as a student in the university, as an undergraduate in the university. Till I see you again, till you meet again, till you hear my voice again, I remain your wonderful host, Napoleon Sylvester, and welcome once again to I Said What I Said podcast. that is going to, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to affect how you relate with other people, even at work. So it's going to determine how you date, how you love. So enjoy university. Enjoy university. I'll always tell people that, and I'll still have more ways to tell you to enjoy the university stage. But don't make decisions your future self will spend years trying to undo. The time you have in the university is a very precious time. So many people just want to get through with it. But believe me, if you know what I'm about, all the things I'm about to show you, you will not want to rush through it. It will take your time because eventually it is going to go away. Yes, you can't control the time in yourself, but you can control how you live and spend it. So I'll come to the end of today's podcast. If you have your questions, you could literally just type in the comment and ask them, and I'll respond to every single one of them. I'll be dropping more episodes regarding university life and so many other things on this podcast. Do well to invite your friends, send the link, share, like, and if, like again I said, subscribe. I'll be meeting you once again, and my name is Napoleon Sylvester, and this is I Said What I Said podcast. Thank you for joining me today.